Welcome to the Bad Boy Mowers Analysis Show. This is where we help you become a better angler and better enjoy the waters of Arkansas. We have some of the best in the country right here in the natural state, and our anglers routinely lead the nation thanks to the diverse waterways found in Arkansas. This week we feature an urban landscape on the Arkansas River, right in between Little Rock and North Little Rock. Weather is always a factor, and this time Mother Nature provided frontal conditions. And though she threatened thunderstorms, we only felt a little rain. River fishing is different than lakes or deep water reservoirs. Talk a little bit about that current and how do you fish it?
It's tough because we've already had a lot of fish that spawn. A lot of posts have already come off. There's current there. They don't want to run out there and get in at 70,000, so they're laying right there close. And at the same time, you've got pre-spawn that hadn't even pulled up yet. So, I mean, they're sitting out there in the current. The second round that spawns will spawn out next to the river, and they're just sitting there right now, and they're eating too.
Yeah.
So
and we got a little surprised with the weather today because it was supposed to be storming right now and for the first couple of hours, but it appears we're not going to get any precipitation.
yeah, you can believe that all you want. I'm going out in rain gear on probably.
We're going to bring our rain gear too, just in case, but it does look like we've gotten a little bit of a surprise. Do you think that will affect things very much?
Yeah, it will, because there's people here that haven't practiced in the rain, and that'll be in their head. So, it wouldn't bother me. I don't think it can change them. The watercolor changed yesterday, and it didn't affect them. So, it's just, let's go fishing, man.
Yeah. Well, and we've got such a neat backdrop here because you've got the city skyline, and this is kind of an urban fishing environment, at least in this pool. And you fish this a lot. You've got a lot of experience here. What kinds of things do you anticipate will be successful today?
There'll be some bed fish caught. There'll be some post-spawn fish caught. There will be some good fish caught out of the grass close to current, and hopefully I'll catch a few of them.
That's Conway's Steve Howard, who entered the tournament as the season points leader, who also is known locally as an expert on the Arkansas River. Let's recap what happened in this tournament. The biggest storyline was the question of where the top anglers in Arkansas would choose to fish. Most of the field of 200 chose to lock through, either upstream or downstream. Very few chose to stay close and fish the Little Rock pool. But those who know the area and have confidence gained a lot more time on the water fishing instead of boating. Lance, how often do you fish this pool?
Several times a week.
Okay. All right, so you're very familiar with this pool.
Yep.
Do you understand the apprehensions that a lot of people that aren't from here have had about this middle pool?
I don't understand, no,
Yeah.
because it's so good. I mean, there's fish here, and they complain that there's no fish here.
We estimated of the 100 boats in the water, less than 15 chose to stay in the Little Rock pool. While Sherwood's Lance Pyle is a local, others chose this pool for a different reason.
I mean, I get one day of practice. You either lock up, you fish up, you fish down, or fish here. And I figured I'd just maximize my time to fish and try to find them here, which I did catch 2 good ones yesterday. So then the decision of one day of practice is, do you fish? I didn't see the point in locking or taking that chance. Nope. 13 3/4.
In the end, Kyle Henderson of Sheridan locked downstream to the Redfield pool, his home water, and found the fish he needed. 16 pounds. That was 2 ounces better than second place finisher Chris Dennis of Little Rock, and Kyle took home the trophy and a check for nearly $3,600. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our BFL champion for the Arkansas River, third event of the 2017 season, Kyle Henderson out of Sheridan, Arkansas. Kyle, you came in with a very strong sack on a very tough day.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't catch them very long, just that one good stretch with the shad still spawning on it. If it wasn't for that, it'd have been real tough. But I didn't think I'd win because it was, a grind all day long. If it wasn't for 1 hour of the day, they don't have much. So
How hard is it to keep your focus on a day like this?
it's real hard when you lock down. So after I caught them, I'm trying to decide if I need to come back or not. And see, Redfield is my home lake, so I don't know anything about this pool. I need to get up here some more and practice. When I was up here, I was just wasting time, basically getting in the way. But I actually didn't fish stuff down there that I really liked for 3 hours of the day, you know, because I'm coming back by the lock, not knowing, you know, what you got. If you know you're going to win, you want to come back early, because I've been locked out several times. So I don't know. It's been a long day and it worked out. I don't know.
It worked out. It worked out really well. Mark, when you're as a tournament director, when you're looking at these lakes, you know, we've got a wide variety of waterways here in the state of Arkansas. We're really blessed that way. But what kind of things did you expect out of the Arkansas River?
You know, I really didn't know. I've never even fished this water. The only water I've ever fished on the Arkansas River chain is at Lake Dardanelle, and very little fishing, you know, in my fishing experience has been up there, but never down here. Well, I didn't really have any idea what to expect down here, but pretty pleased all in all. You know, it's pretty decent catch. You know, I can see us coming back definitely in the future. Not scared one bit of the catch. You know, saw lots of quality fish, a lot of 3-pounders, a lot of 4-pounders, a couple of 5s, you know, pushing 6. They live here, so I mean, I don't see any problem with coming back to this pool of water again, you know, next year or the year after or every year as far as that goes. It's been a good tournament, I think.
We've got some great anglers in Arkansas, and we've got our newest champion right here, Kyle Henderson out of Sheridan. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Hey guys, to avoid scalping, do not remove more than 1/3 of the growth. Scalping is when the yard's cut too short and exposes the dirt and causes the grass to die.
Never mow the same way twice. Mowing the same way twice causes the soil to compact and leading to uneven ground.
The best tip that I can give is to mow with an attitude. Mow with a bad boy.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
It's a wide open, full throttle bad boy country out there, where we deliver more mowers for every part of it, packing the power and speed that blurs the line between work and play, where true value is measured over time and time again. Classic, American, muscle. Make your country bad boy country.
Mow with an attitude.
Hi, I'm Shani Kramer from Independence County Off-Road. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
A lot of you folks out there are seeing what you're seeing on FLW Arkansas and on other television shows across the country about tournament fishing, and maybe you're thinking, hey, I like to bass fish. I'd like to get involved in some of that tournament fishing. Well, we're going to tell you how to do it. Got tournament director Mark McGaw with us here, and you know, for these folks that want to get started, the BFL is an awfully good way to do it.
It sure is, Carlton. We've got low entry fees. You know, it's $230 to fish as a boater, $115 fish as a co-angler, and it's just the opportunities are really just, they're endless. You know, you can start off with these weekend trails. We have 5 tournaments per division, and you know, at the end of the year we have a no entry fee championship where we give a whole lot of money. We give 2 boats out at each one of those, and you know, the winner of that regional, everybody saw Jeremy Lawyer do it last year. He won the All-American, went to the Forest Wood Cup, had a top 10 in that. Now he's in his rookie season fishing the FLW Tour, and you know, anybody that fishes, they know Jeremy Lawyer, they follow him, but I mean, he's second in the points right now on the tour as far as rookie of the year. Yeah. Looks like he's gonna qualify for the Forest Wood Cup, competing with those guys. So there's a lot of these BFL guys that don't really know how good they are.
And then the co-anglers, the guys in the back of the boat, you don't have to own a boat to be able to experience some tournament fishing. You just show up with your rods and reels and a small entry fee. You kind of get a guided fishing trip for the day, and you get a chance to win some money.
That's right, Carlton. It's like I said earlier, $115. Fish as a co-angler. All you got to do is show up Saturday morning with your tackle bag and 2 or 3 or 4 rod and reels, hop in the boat with some pretty stiff competitive local anglers. You know, what you get in the BFL, you get the best fishermen on that body of water on any Saturday, and you can jump in there as a co-angler, like you said, Carlton, without a boat. Just show up Saturday morning with your tackle, jump in that boat and go fish for 8 hours, and potentially, you know, get a good payday at the end of the day and have fun on top of that.
And learn a lot from some of the best in the business. Well, we hope we've told you a little bit about how to start off in a tournament fishing. You can find out more at FLWfishing.com, and keep watching us here on FLW Arkansas.
When you're done mowing your yard, don't forget to clean the top side of your deck and underneath. This will take a lot less stress off of your belts and pulleys. You can do this with a water hose, but make sure and turn the deck back on for a few minutes to heat up the bearings and remove any excess moisture.
Hey guys, for a little bit better cut, keep the underneath side of your deck clean, and you can do this easier by using a silicone spray or something as simple as WD-40, and it'll help throw that grass on out from underneath that deck and give you a lot better cut.
Take care of your mower. Keep your air filter clean. By keeping your air filter clean, you keep the dust particles out of the inside of your engine, and it extends the life.
If there's a leaderboard in the BFL Archie division, you can bet this guy is right near the top of it. Cody Burke out of Bryant had another strong finish today, 9th place. This was a little bit of a tough assignment here in the Arkansas River. A lot of folks kind of wary of this pool. Did you fish here, or where did you go?
I wasn't for sure where I was going to fish this morning until takeoff. There was a boat still taking off or putting in when numbers were being called, so I just decided that by the time everybody got to the lock, it'll be an hour into the day, so I just decided to stay here. Okay. And so I picked an area and I grinded it out, and I got about 2 bites an hour until about 11, and then I pretty much had my entire wake by 11 o'clock.
Okay. So
it was just slow and methodical is all it took for me.
Yeah.
I'm by far not a river rat compared to all these other guys. It's 15 minutes from home, but I hardly ever fish here.
Yeah.
So
this is an intimidating venue for some, and I think a lot of people were kind of wary. What baits were you using, and why did you decide to use those?
I caught them pretty good yesterday on a swim jig, and they just weren't committing to it today. They would come up and just roll on it, but never take it. So when I seen one roll, I would flip back in there with just a Cinco with a 3/16 ounce weight on there, and 90% of them followed up and got it. So that kind of saved the day.
So you'd go in kind of thinking big, but then you'd kind of finesse it once they identified themselves. And
yeah, they just weren't committing to it, and I just followed it up with that little, it was just 5-inch Cinco.
Define the phrase where you say grinding it out. That's a common fishing term. You know, sometimes you get on them, you find a school or something like that, and then other times you've just really got to be patient.
Right, yeah. All I did, I just picked an area and put my trolling motor down, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe a mile-long stretch, and I made 3 passes down it, just real slow.
Yeah.
Yep.
How frustrating can that be?
Very frustrating, because I like to fish really fast. Yeah. So for me to kind of slow down, it's a little bit difficult.
Consistency is the name of the game in fishing.
Yeah, I just try to catch what I can, and hopefully I end up getting one big bite, and it'll kind of bump you from middle of the pack to right there in the top 20.
Well, we will soon find out where we are in the season standings. 3 strong finishes. You should be right up there.
Maybe. We'll see. There's still, we got Ouachita and then Lake Hamilton.
Yeah.
So those can be really good, or they can burn you.
Yeah. Yeah. Ouachita can be especially humbling.
It can be real humbling. You can go from finishing second one tournament to nothing the next. So we'll see.
I'm Matt McClung with McClung Equipment in Mountain View, and thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
It's a wide open, full throttle bad boy country out there, where we deliver more mowers for every part of it, packing the power and speed that blurs the line between work and play, where true value is measured over time and time again. Classic, American, muscle. Make your country bad boy country.
Mow with an attitude.
Hey guys, I'm Lee McClendon from FL Davis in Clinton and Greers Ferry. Thank y'all for watching FLW Arkansas.
We appreciate Bad Boy Mowers, an Arkansas institution, for supporting our Arkansas outdoorsmen. They know how much we love being outside, and when we're taking care of our yards, they make it fun and successful. All season long, the Bad Boy Mowers experts will help us with lawn care tips so we can enjoy the outdoors outside our front door a little more.
Did you know that different types of grass require different heights of cut? For example, ryegrass should be cut at 3 inches, whereas Bermuda grass should be cut at 1.5 to 2 inches.
Hey, always remember, mowing in wet conditions puts extra stress on your blades and belts. Always mow in dry grass.
The best time to mow is mid to late morning when the dew is off of the grass. Moisture on the grass can put strain on the engine and clog up the chute.
We got 2 North Little Rock boys right here, and Fred, you represented North Little Rock real well today on a tough day. A lot of people were scared of this pool, but you fished it, you know how to fish it, and you came in with over 14 pounds.
Yeah, it was tough. The water is fluctuating, and they brought it up a little bit today from yesterday, and I just stayed here instead of locking. A lot of people lock, you know, to go to the clear water, but I stayed here because I know a few key holes that I could hit that probably would produce a good fish.
Yeah.
And that's what I done. I just jumped around and started out with a Cinco this morning, caught a couple of small ones, and I noticed some kind of chasing shad. I picked up a spinnerbait and just stayed with it the rest of the day.
And that where you caught your big ones?
Caught all of them on spinnerbait.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay. And were you down on which end of the
I
pool?
ran from lock to lock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so you were all over.
Yeah, I was all over. I hit a couple of back areas where the water was kind of clear a little bit, and was looking for them to be on bed, but I couldn't find any. And just stayed with the spinnerbait coming out the grass, and they was coming up eating it.
Did you find that there was a certain time period that was working better, or were you able to kind of consistently catch throughout?
Well, I caught most of my big ones this morning. By 8 o'clock, I had probably about 12 pounds. Okay. And then I caught the big one and culled out the small one later on up in the day.
How do you feel being from North Little Rock, being able to perform well here in North Little Rock?
Well, I'm just glad that I did catch at least 14 pounds, because a lot of time when you fish in your home water, you have so many spots to hit, you don't know which one, and then when you don't do good, they're like, man, you at home, you should have did good. So I'm just glad to, did good today.
There is a little extra pressure on somebody who's fishing the home water, because you have a tendency to fish memories instead of the current patterns. You think, oh, well, 6 months ago, I caught a big fish right here.
Exactly, and that's what I was doing. Then I stopped. I said, hey, I can't do that. I got to go with what's going on. And I found, little key pieces of grass where the shad was and the wind was blowing on them. Brought that spinnerbait through, and they was coming up eating it.
Well, you did very well today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All righty, man.
All right.
At each event, we have some anglers bring us their own footage from their GoPro cameras. Here's a look at some of the highlights through their eyes at this event.
Got him.
Darren Franklin fished with Jake Orman today. He also captured this nice keeper early in the day down near the eastern end of the Little Rock Pool.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And caught it on the GoPro.
Darren would finish in 16th place and earn a check. Stephen Fisher certainly has a great name for the sport. And while Darren wore his camera on his hat, Stephen has a chest mount and captured several hits and misses.
Jumping bass.
Some fish were small.
You felt a lot bigger, but I'll take them.
Others were just right. He helped his boater David Summers of Mount Ida capture 3rd place with keepers like this. Fisher hails from Texas and fished the Archie division for the first time in this event, enjoying his trip to the weigh-in stage along with his son.
Who you got with you here today?
It's my son Nicholas.
Hey Nicholas, can you give me 5? All right, let's got 2 in the bag today. Got you 2 quality fish. You're gonna weigh 4 pounds, 15 ounces, 20th place. Stephen, great job, man.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
Hi, I'm Dwight Payne with Alma Tractor and Equipment. Thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
Hey guys, just this one time of the year, right before winter, set your deck height about 1.5 to 2 inches and cut short just this once. Okay, that'll do a couple of things, guys. First, it will lessen the chance of mold over the winter. And second, tall grass blades won't lie down and smother the new grass next spring.
How often should you mow your lawn? You should mow your lawn often enough that you only remove 1/3 of the lawn's height.
Hey guys, this is something a lot of people forget. Don't forget to change your engine oil at least one time during the mowing season. It's very important to your engine life.
It's always fun when an angler catches that big fish. Realizing this could be the keeper that takes him way up the leaderboard. Such is the case for Sherwood's Lance Pyle. He predicted a catch along this certain wall.
I'm gonna run down through here on the spinnerbait and probably can catch some on the next wall down there.
And then he delivered. This keeper certainly moved Lance up in the standings and provided one of those moments that epitomize why we fish.
How about that? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you call an upgrade.
Holy yeah.
The co-anglers have a great gig as well. They pay a smaller entry fee, don't have to own a boat, and get to fish and learn from the best anglers in the state. This week, Dusty Rhodes enjoyed the spoils of victory, even when he thought the day was just going to be spoiled. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our co-angler winner, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, you did it real early. You're the first co-angler to weigh in and put the heat on everybody.
Yep, I hate to do that, but I didn't have no choice.
Mark McQuarrie, our tournament director here. Mark, tell us a little bit about when you first saw him bringing in his fish. You told me a little story about what you said to him.
He came up there, like he just said, he was the first co-angler to weigh in, And he came up there and he said, what do you think it's going to take to win today? Then a little pause right there, and he said, on the co-angler side. And I already looked in his bag, and I saw he had a nice bag, and I just immediately just stuck my hand up and said, congratulations. I mean, I didn't know, of course, obviously, but I knew that was going to be way up there. I mean, just had a gut feeling early that he was going to be our co-angler champion today, and it wound up it was. So great day for him. Congratulations on a great day, man. Thank you.
And a great story as well, because oftentimes fishing is about overcoming obstacles. You had an obstacle, your outboard went out 45 minutes into the day, and so you had to stay within trolling motor range the whole rest of the day.
Luckily, he had got 3 new batteries and hooked to his trolling motors yesterday.
What was it like as you got off to an early start and you felt good about where things were headed?
Well, I really didn't feel too good about it whenever the motor went down. It took a little while to get the momentum going, but once it got going, it was a good feeling.
Good deal. Well, Dusty, you are the champion here on the Arkansas River. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here's a look at the final leaderboard for the co-anglers. Dusty Rhodes out of Gravelly wins by over 3 pounds, followed by Fort Smith's Previn Dixon. Then it's Cole Allen out of Stamps, followed by 4th and 5th place finishers Steven Sims out of Hot Springs and Michael Lucas out of Forest City. The boaters ended up like this: Kyle Henderson with the win, followed by Little Rock's Chris Dennis. David Summers, who you saw a little bit earlier in the show out of Mount Ida, finishes in 3rd. And then a tie for 4th place between Larry Gregg out of Pine Bluff and Fred Martin out of North Little Rock. Here's where we are in the season points race with just 2 events left in the BFL season. On the co-angler side, Steve Standridge leads out of Conway with 727 points. And then Jason Waddell, Brian Choate, Steven Sims, and Alvin Williams rounding out that top 5 with just 1 event left. And here are the boaters. Matt Wood out of Jesseville, our first winner from Dardanelle, still holds the season points race, followed very closely by Bryant's Cody Burke. Steve Howard out of Conway is in 3rd place, Fred Martin from North Little Rock, and Kyle Henderson, today's winner, out of Sheridan, is in 5th place. And you saw Lance Pyle's big catch earlier. He finished 10th today and moved up to 35th in the season points standings. Next week, we join you from the great waters of Lake Ouachita. The points race is certainly part of the storyline, but Ouachita always has a way of throwing in some surprises. We'll be there, and we hope you'll be here watching the next episode of FLW Arkansas. We thank our sponsors, and especially Bad Boy Mowers, for making this unique fishing show possible. Say your thank you by paying them a visit, and your lawn will not only look better, and you'll have a lot more fun in the process, you'll mow and fish with an attitude.